Now I got to make sure. All right. There we go. Now we live. Now we live. All right. So, finally, The Rock has come back on live. What's going on, everybody? Where you hiding? Where you hiding? Where you hiding? Where you hiding? I want to give a quick shout out to CBS Sports for this awesome freaking playoff picture outlook. So this is how we look in the playoff standing. I gotta take a look at everybody's schedule. I want to give a quick shout out to Philly Mike. He did his little playoff synopsis yesterday or whatnot. I wanted to wait until today, until all the games from week 10 were through. And, the Rams, in case you missed the game, from yesterday, the Rams got their doors blown in. What's going on, Dixie Normus? Thank you for being the first one in here. He's talking about playoffs. We talk about playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? Thanks for coming through. Let me see if I can find that clip. Playoffs. Playoffs.
Well, I'll start off by saying this. Do not blame that game on the defense, okay? I don't care who you play, whether it's a high school team, a junior college team, a college team, much less an NFL team. When you turn the ball over 5 times, 4 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, 3 others in field position to set up touchdowns, you ain't going to beat anybody I just talked about. Anybody. All right? And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. You can't turn the ball over 5 times like that. Unbelievable. We've thrown 4 interceptions, fell record. That's pitiful to perform. What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
There we go. But what's going on, everybody? Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share this out. We're going to be talking about the playoffs. Yes, we're going to be talking about the playoffs. I know some Dallas Cowboys fans are going to be coming up in here like, oh, you just win 1 game out of 1,000,000, and all of a sudden, you get this blue moon win, and all of a sudden you're ready now to talk about the playoffs. I mean, yeah, we're still in the playoffs. We're still in playoff contention, so we got to talk about these things. We have a sweet schedule. We have a very sweet schedule. I'm trying to tell you. Who do we have left? We still have the Jets left. We still have the Saints right in front of us. And we already look at this, man, we already have tiebreakers over 2 teams ahead of us, who is on the bubble, who currently isn't making the playoffs at this point. I want everybody to pay attention to Atlanta and, well, damn, how should I say this? I want y'all to pay attention to Atlanta, Carolina. That New Orleans game could be interesting. I really hope we can get a tiebreaker over New Orleans as well. What's going on, Mullins? 80. Had to almost run the table, but it can be done. Yeah, it can be done. It could definitely be done. Our schedule is sweet. I don't see why we couldn't beat the rest of the teams on this schedule. And if Dallas, somehow wins out, they have the division wrapped up. They may be resting their starters. But I know Dallas, they could be petty. And just play their starters anyway, so the Eagles don't have a chance to make the playoffs. But let me share this out. Hold on. Let me share this out. It's kind of dry right now. Let me share this out. All right. All right, let's take a look at this schedule real quick. Let's take a look at this schedule. Because I know we got the Saints next and then the Giants next. Yeah. So I'm looking at it right here. So next Sunday we got the Saints. We get the Giants the very next Sunday on the road, which, I mean, is no problem. And then we get the Jets on the road, and then there's our bye, our very, very late bye. All right. And then the rest of this schedule is pretty much the division. Like, we got 7 games left. We have 7 games left. We have the Saints at home, who we just beat last year. This was pretty much a prove-it game for Jalen Hurts that we should be moving forward with him. And boy, did he show up last year, especially in the first half. You know, I know you're going to talk about the second half and what he did in the second half last year, but still. Then we get the Giants on the road. Daniel Food Stamps Jones. We get the Jets. That might be a trap game. I'm not going to sleep on them. I know this team has never lost to the Jets. Never, ever, ever lost to the Jets. Preseason, yes. Regular season, no. All right, so there's the Jets. We have our bye. And then we get Washington at home. Finally, we get Washington. It's going to take us 13 weeks to get Washington. No, 15 weeks to get Washington. Then we get the Giants again at home a day after Christmas. Washington on the road. Doesn't this sound familiar? Greg Ward in the back of the end zone, 2019. Okay. That helped us clinch the division. And then we got the Cowboys again. They're probably going to be resting their starters, but who knows? I really think we have a good chance at making a playoff push here. We really could. We could make a push towards the playoffs. What's up to all my people in the chat? Let's see. The last game against the Cowboys, they probably sit their starters. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Sports Live in the ATL. What's up, Sports Live in the ATL? Talking about Braves World. We talk about the Falcons? Yeah, Falcons suck. That's why you want to bench the Braves. That's the main reason why you only want to talk about the Braves right now. Because the Falcons ain't doing nothing for you. And we're gonna talk about the Falcons and the Panthers and the Saints in a moment, and whoever else is ahead of us. But Miles Robinson. Wow, this has been an interesting year, hasn't it? 2021. Yeah, it has been, man. Like, it's amazing how at the start of the season, we just become so pass happy. We haven't figured it out. The reason why we're not winning games, the coaching staff, we're just consistently yelling at them, like, run the freaking football. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like, and now they start running the ball. We're getting more balanced. It's just a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing right now. You know, the chemistry and Jalen Hurts is growing. And speaking of Jalen Hurts, every Jalen Hurts hater and their mama, I just don't understand the hate. Part of it is the lack of the patience. It's a lack of patience with people. It takes time to develop a quarterback. It really does. You're going to have to give this kid time. And you're already seeing the beautiful connection between him and not Darius Slay. I'm looking at that Darius Slay photo when he passed Bridgewater because Bridgewater didn't do nothing. The beautiful connection between him and Devontae Smith, it's starting to gel well. It really is, man. So I don't understand why people are still critiquing him after playing a great, solid game. Put us in a position to win. Made smart decisions. Only turned the ball over once, but he's been doing that, a little bit this season, just a little bit, not nearly as much as Gingivitis. But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. All right. Dixie said, enjoy Slitta because the Falcons will never give you a championship. I agree with that. I can't wait to get to the Falcons in a moment. As soon as I look at this playoff picture. You laughed and wish bad on Narab. I don't understand what that means, but all right, on to the next one. Braves, since that meaningless sweep, you started it, so it ends when I want it to end. Go Braves. I'm not going to say those last 3 words or 2 words because I don't acknowledge your championship. Falcons don't know anything about being brave. Nah, man, they don't. They don't, man. They really don't. All right, let's really get down to the nitty-gritty of this freaking playoff picture. We got the Baja chicken salad. We got the freaking shout out to Panera and shout out to CBS Sports for the awesome playoff picture thingy that I have up there. So I don't really care about what's going on with the Rams right now. I really want to focus on 6 through all the way down to New York because I don't give a shit about Seattle or Chicago. Let's see. Let's take a look at New Orleans' schedule. I need to take a look at New Orleans' schedule real quick. New Orleans Saints schedule. So they got us coming next. They're going on a road. They're traveling to the Link, where the Eagles have yet to get a win at home, and that could easily change. They still have the Bills. They still have the Cowboys next. They still got the Jets. Okay. They still have the Bucks. They still have Miami, who's tricky. They still got the Panthers again. And then they end the season with the Falcons. Okay. Man, this is a bumpy road. For the Saints. Let's see. I don't think they're beating the Eagles. Call me biased if you want to, but looking at this schedule right here, the Saints got us next. The Bills, they're not beating the Bills, but there's a chance, any given Sunday. I don't think they're beating the Cowboys, to be honest. I don't think the Saints are beating the Cowboys, even though that one is at the Superdome. I'm pulling for your Saints, though. Then they have the Jets. I'll give them a win there. The Saints will have the Bucks the very next week. Oh, that's a Sunday night game at Tampa Bay. But here's a silver lining to that, though. They are 3-0 against Tom Brady in the regular season versus the Bucks. So I'm going to pick them to lose still. That streak is going to end. Now, the Dolphins game is a really, really tricky one. It's a really tricky one because they've been playing some tricky football. The Dolphins, they just came off of an upset Thursday night versus the Ravens. Oh, snap. That's a Monday night game. That's at home, though. That's at home for the Saints. I'm going to pick the Saints to win that one. Panthers and Saints. Shit. Cam Newton, go out and win that one. Cam Newton. I'm back! Hey, yo, Cam. You my dog for that. Finish that. Finish that. And then they get the Falcons to end the season. Okay, yeah, I have them beating the Falcons in the last week. There's enough said about that. All right, so there's the Saints. I still don't have them making the playoffs. I don't know about them, but we should definitely pass New Orleans. Did you not run your mouth all season? He's still gonna talk about the Braves. Talk about the Falcons all you want to. Karma. This is all your fault. All that cackling. So it ends when I say end. Don't hate on my comments. Blame you, sir. Beat the Poodats. Yeah, I will. We will beat the Poodats, sir. We will. We will. I'm not hating on your comments. What's going on, iDrip? Well, for New Orleans, for one, New Orleans don't have a QB. Their defense can win them 2 or 3 games, maybe. Maybe. I'm kind of in that mindset, too. No Drew Brees. Who they got? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. They got Trevor Seaman. They got Trevor Seaman at quarterback. Trevor Seaman. Trevor Seaman. Trevor Seaman. Trevor Seaman. If we beat them, we will have the tiebreaker. Yes. And that tiebreaker is really important because we get a tiebreaker over Carolina and Atlanta already. All we have to do is at least tie them. We in over them. We definitely in over them. We get it over New Orleans too? Man. We basically lost to everybody in the AFC West except for the Broncos, which is, kind of a good thing. I never thought that, I would be thanking the Eagles for losing the AFC teams, but still, these tiebreakers are very important. We lost one to Dallas as far as NFC teams. We're losing one to the Buccaneers. Who's the other NFC team? Who's the other NFC team that we lost to? Who's the other NFC team we lost to? Eagles schedule. I gotta throw it back. Hold up. I gotta throw it back. Eagles schedule. Yeah, we lost to all these sweet freaking AFC West teams. We could have lost. Oh, the 49ers. Yeah, we lost to the 49ers. So we lose the tiebreaker with the 49ers if we tie with them. So those are the 3 tiebreakers. 2 of those 3 teams are division winners. Dallas and Tampa Bay. All right, so if we can beat the Poodats, the Eagles can. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your positive spirit. Thank you. And yes, his name is Trevor Seaman. Trevor Seaman. Trevor Seaman. Trevor Seaman. My lips are ashy, but I don't care. All right. So we went over New Orleans. Let's go over Carolina's schedule. We're going to go down the list. Actually, we're not even going to go over the Giants or Washington. That's just a waste of time. They're sweet. We're not even going to go over those 2 teams. All right, so the Panthers. Let's see what kind of games they have left. Let's see. So they have Washington this upcoming Sunday. I'm sorry. They have the Panthers this upcoming Sunday at 1 o'clock. I'm going to pick Cam Newton. I'm back! I'm picking Cam Newton. What an inspiring story. I love Cam Newton. I'm sorry. I'm an Eagles fan first, but I love Cam Newton. So they get Washington at home. They got those tricky Dolphins on the road Sunday, 1 o'clock. A lot of these teams have the Dolphins, don't they? Oh, because we're talking about the NFC South. They have the AFC East this year. They still have those tricky Dolphins. Okay, so there's no tough games there yet. I don't expect them to lose the first 2. So I expect the Panthers to win both of those. Panthers and Falcons. I'm going to take the Falcons on the road. They're going to get revenge. I'm going to take the Falcons on the road. So the rest of their games are 1 o'clock games, just so you know. And now here's where it gets really extremely tough. I'm looking scared for y'all, Carolina. I'm looking scared for y'all, Carolina. Okay, December 19th, which to be determined. They don't have a time for this game. It should be a 1 o'clock game, though. Panthers and Bills. Uh-oh. Here's where you really start to panic. I have them losing that game. They might lose the last 4. So they got the Bills on the road. They have the Bucks at home. Y'all losing to the Bucks. January 2nd against the Saints in the Superdome. Oh, and by the way, the last 2 games are on the road. 3 of their last 4 games are on the road, bro. Panthers and Saints. They're going to lose that. And then to finish up the 2 games out of the 3 weeks, they played the Bucks to end the season. They get the Bucks on the road. They are going to lose that. The Panthers might go on a little schneid late in the season. The Eagles have to take advantage of the tough schedules. This is the point that I'm trying to get to. The Eagles' schedule is sweet. Everybody else's schedule, we've already faced our tough opponents, man. Everybody else is getting through theirs late in the season. This is our chance. This is our chance, man. This is our chance. I can't believe this. After all the mistakes that we've made, we can still be 6-6 out of this. You know, we get the Saints next, and we get the Giants next. That's 6-6 right there. I want you all to think one game at a time. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but 6-6 is possible. It's very much possible. Let's see. Saints are good against the run. They don't give up a lot of points. From what I'm hearing, they give up like 25 points per game. I'm going to go ahead and sleep on the Saints. I'm sleeping on the Saints. I just don't care. I just don't care. Trevor Seaman. We can't lose to Trevor Seaman. The Falcons almost did, but here's the thing. They won. We can beat Trevor Seaman. Sweep by New York and Washington. I definitely agree with that. Saints are good against the run, but after a while, if the defense can keep forcing 3 and outs, the guys will get tired. And that's the thing. We got to keep Trevor Seaman off the field. I want Jonathan Gannon to keep consistently pressing these receivers, or even if you're not going to press the receivers, at least have your guys like no more than 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. No more. No more cushions. No more cushions. No more soft shit. No more of that, please. I need Jonathan Gannon to be absolutely aggressive. Notification. I need Jonathan Gannon to be absolutely aggressive. There were times in the Broncos game we didn't see that, and it almost cost us the game. It's driving me nuts with this defensive coordinator. Jonathan Gannon, man, like, yo. Okay, let's move on to Minnesota. Let's see. Oh, they were dumb to get rid of Cam to begin with. Yeah, you're right, Eagle Slayer, man. Like, I feel like that's an official apology to the slap in the face that was towards Cam Newton. So let's look up the Minnesota Vikings schedule next. The Purple Freaks. I wish Big D was here for this. Let me see where he's at. All right. Let me pause for a second, y'all. I gotta send this out. Do-do. Get Eagle Champ up in here too. Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, so let's take a look at the Vikings' upcoming schedule. Team from the NFC North. Okay, so looking at their schedule, they still have 8 games left. They've had their bye already. Oops, they've had their bye already. So the rest is already done. So next week, they get the Packers at home. That's a loss. They get the 49ers on the road. West Coast game, so that's going to be a 4:25 game. I'm going to take the 49ers in that one. I'm sorry. I just don't trust the Vikings. I just don't trust the Vikings. I just don't trust the Vikings, man. Get the Vikings and the Lions at 1 o'clock. The very next game. I'm going to pick the Lions to get their first win. Call me crazy. Yeah, y'all better remember me for this. Y'all better be remembering me for this. What's going on, Duke Bothers? He said number 3 and climbing. Yeah, you needed the Rams to lose that shit too. I'm so mad at the Rams, not only because of that, but because we needed to gain some ground in a wild card and stay at the 10th position. Now we're at 11th out of 15. So shout out to you, Duke Bothers. So I left off at the Vikings and Lions. Steelers and Vikings. I got the Steelers winning that one too. Damn, I don't have the Vikings win any of these games. Not even the Lions, the winless Lions, who ended up with a tie versus the Steelers. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that game last week? Do you think it's more of a loss for the Steelers or the Lions? Let me know in the chat. Oh, by the way, that Steelers-Vikings game is a Sunday night game. Wait, what? I'm looking at the intervals of this shit. Oh, that's a Thursday night game. The Steelers-Vikings is a Thursday night game. That's a Thursday night game. I'm looking at it like, huh? How they go from 5th to 9th? Okay, yeah. This Sunday, Thursday. All right, so they get that Thursday night game versus the Vikings. The Steelers do. They got to turn around and have a short week. And then they turn around and get a Sunday night football game versus the Bears. I'm going to take the Vikings in that one. I just don't believe in the Bears and Justin Fields that much. Then the Vikings have the overrated Rams, who decided to do what Tampa Bay did last year. It's going to be a really close game, but I'm going to pick the Rams. I'm going to pick the Rams in that one. I just don't believe in the Vikings. I'm sorry. I just don't believe in the Vikings. The Vikings versus the Packers. This is the second to last game. Man, I wish I could show this stuff. I really wish I could show this stuff, but man, I still got to work on this app, man. Okay, let's see. Sunday night game. Packers, Vikings. Vikings are on the road. All these tough teams, they still got to face the majority of the fucking NFC North. I'm picking the Packers to sweep them. And the last game versus the Bears, which is probably not going to matter because neither team is going to make the playoffs. Neither team are a threat. I really don't look at them to pose any threat for, a postseason run. I'm going to pick the Bears to split with the Vikings. Man, so I'm really going through this list. It's starting to get repetitive with me. Like, I'm starting to see we don't even have 2 quarterbacks I know Duke Bowders is going to be like, oh, Dak Bortles. Yes, he's the only competent quarterback left. No. Here's what I'm trying to say. The Eagles do not have two quarterbacks competent enough to beat the Eagles. They're all at least above average. They're all no better than above average. That's it. I mean, we're talking about Trevor Seaman, Heineken, Daniel Food Stamps Jones, whoever the quarterback is for the Jets. It ain't Darnold. Who the freaking frack is that? Who the freaking frack is the quarterback in New York? I don't know. They stink. Majority of these freaking teams that are trying to make a playoff push still got all the tough teams left, like the Packers, the freaking Rams, the Bucks. Man, I feel sorry for these teams that are trying to freaking get into the last wild card spot, the 6th and the 7th wild card spot. Hey, yo, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season for those guys, and we're just going to be keeping on climbing. Dallas can't get rid of us. I know they up in the chat. Hear me out here. We have a chance to make the playoffs. I'm telling you, bro. It's not a bad thing to talk about the playoffs. It's not. I know we just came off a win. We're feeling high. It's one win. Yes. The thing that I'm saying here is we have a chance. Bro. 4-6, yes. We can't hide that. Where you hiding losses? But I really think we have a chance, man. Like, the schedule's sweet. Out of everybody we have remaining, I can honestly say we only have probably one at least above average quarterback left, and that's probably Heineke. Once again, I know Duke Bowders is going to say, what about Dak? No, you guys are going to rest your starters because you're probably going to win the division, and Cooper Rush is going to be in. Either that or Ben DiCucci. What's going on, Lindy? End zone. Where you hiding? Welcome to the hideout. Look at that schedule. I mean, look at that playoff picture, man. Oh my God. Like, we have a chance. Bro. We control our own destiny. Again, however, we're fighting the Vikings, Panthers, and Saints for the last wildcard spot. But here, I know you're just coming in, but here's the point that I'm trying to make. I want you to take a look at everybody's schedule with the teams remaining. Look at how many competent quarterbacks they have left. How many good defenses they have left. They're going to struggle down a stretch. Us, it's going to be a cakewalk. Look at who we got left versus look at what everybody else has left. Look who everybody else has left. They're talking about the Buccaneers, the Saints, the freaking Panthers, the top tier teams, the Chiefs, the Cowboys. They're talking about all those tough teams that they got left on our schedule. By the time we get to the Cowboys, they're resting their starters. We still have the Jets. We still have the Saints who, Trevor Seaman, enough said. We still have the Jets, the Saints. We still have only played one division game left. We still have the last 4 games in the NFC East against the NFC East. So, yes. So you're telling me there's a chance? Yes, there is definitely a chance. Yes, there is definitely a chance. Shout out to you, Philly, the podcast. Yes, I think we can beat New Orleans. It's kind of a bad luck omen for me lately because every time I predict this team to win, most of the time, there's still that Falcons game. We've lost. Every time I predict this team to lose, we win. I'm 3-0 in that department. Broncos, Lions, Panthers. So, If we beat New Orleans, there's a big chance we have the tiebreaker over Carolina and New Orleans. Well, we already have the tiebreaker over Carolina. Um, we're still waiting to see what happens Sunday, but man, it's really I'm really looking at man. I just man, we're coming together at the right time. We're coming together at the right time. Like so many people are going to be so down on Jalen Hurts. I believe in this kid. Like yo, they're coming together at the right time, and they're more balanced, bro. They're more balanced. I love it. We just need to get Jonathan Gannon on board just a little bit more. Start pressing those guys up towards the line of scrimmage, creep up towards the line of scrimmage a little bit. And then everything will be sweet. Everything will be sweet. You see how we manhandled the Broncos up front? That offensive line was impeccable. Everything was impeccable. The special teams, the defense, the offense, bro. Except for that one play, that one stupid throw by Jalen Hurts. We're not going to harp on that because I believe in this fucking kid. I believe in Jalen Hurts. I said, give this man some time to gel. Look at Josh Allen in his first 2 seasons. Look at Lamar Jackson in his first 2 seasons. We can make these comparisons because they were young and they made mistakes young. And look at them now. Look at them now, man. Look at them now. We control our own destiny again. However, we're fighting the Vikings, Panthers, and Saints for the last wildcard spot. I still don't have a problem with that right now because my confidence right now in making the playoffs is sky high. Sky high. Look at everybody's schedule, man. Look at everybody's schedule, man. I have no problem with the teams that are ahead of us because I know eventually they're going to fold. All right, so we definitely have to continue. We still got to go over the Atlanta schedule and the San Fran schedule. But first, we're going to start with San Fran. The last 2 teams ahead of us, and then I guess we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. All right, so we went over the Vikings. San Fran, the team that just got the big win last night versus a very, very overrated Rams team. What? They only got a measly field goal in the final quarter? Huh. Oh, shit. Yeah, I quit watching that shit after the 3rd quarter. Guys, stay healthy, you know. I'm just eating my freaking Baja chicken salad from freaking Panera. Because I'm classy like that. Okay. All right. Getting back to it. Don't want to get the suit wet, man. Don't want to get the suit dirty. All right. Let's do this. All right. So next Sunday, they are going to be on the road versus the Jags. Come on. They get the Jags. It's going to be an easy win for them. Come on. The Jags, man. Nah. I'm sorry, jagging off, but the 49ers are going to win that one. Let's see. And then they turn around and get the Vikings at home. I did predict them to beat the Vikings, so I'm going to stick with it. That is a West Coast game, 425. That's their very next game. And then they turn around and get Seattle. My goodness, this is not looking good. I think San Fran might sneak into playoffs here with us, along with us. They get Seattle for a terrible Sunday night football game. This is going to be terrible. Seattle just got blown out 17-0 to the Packers. Freaking frack. They're going to make the playoffs along with us. You know, 49 cents and all them. Freaking. Don't let us see it. Don't let us see you in the playoffs. I'm just saying. Jalen Hurts has gotten better. Everything all around the play calling has gotten better, bro. I swear to God. Then they get the Bengals. The very next Sunday. Also a West Coast game. No. That's on the road. That's on the road. Sorry about that, y'all. My screen was doing some weird things. I'm going to pick the Bengals. This is where they're finally going to lose. The 49ers are going to go on a little winning streak here of their own. They're going to go on a 4-game winning streak and then lose to the Bengals. However, they turn around and get the Falcons, the battle of the Shanahan teams. I have the 49ers winning against the Falcons. Let's see. 49ers Titans, I'm going to call that a loss. That is a Sunday night game. That's a Sunday night game. Finally, a Sunday night game that is not in freaking Levi Stadium. Jesus Christ. 49ers Texans. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to waste my time with that. Okay. 49ers Rams. 49ers Rams. I'm going to pick the Rams for a split. But here's the thing. I have the 49ers making the playoffs. I have the 49ers making the playoffs and sneaking in. I don't believe in the Carolina Panthers. I don't believe in the Saints. I don't believe in the Vikings, but I do believe in the 49ers. The 49ers kind of got it sweet, but there's still at least 2 competent quarterbacks they have to play left. There's still at least 2. I'm looking at the Rams. Okay. Competent quarterback there. I'm looking at the Titans. Okay, competent quarterback there. I'm looking at the Bengals. Okay, competent quarterback there. Seattle's a competent quarterback, but he's kind of shaky this year. I don't know what to think about Kirk Cousins. He's like freaking Katy Perry, hot and cold. Yeah, I know that shit. I know that shit was corny. I just see the 49ers getting into this, man. Like, I really see the 49ers getting into the playoffs. If we beat New Orleans, I'm sure we have the third easiest schedule remaining. Ask yourself this: who do you trust there? Sirianni and Hurts to continue to build, or Gannon to finally make defensive changes? I am going to go with the Sirianni and Hurts part. That Gannon thing really needs to grow upon him. Like, how else could I say this? Like, he's really going to have to change. He's really going to have to look himself in the mirror like, yo, my scheme isn't working. Like, I need to trust the players more. I need to trust the chemistry more. I need to trust the chemistry. Let's see. Predict them to lose. JG. Jonathan Gannon, even though he's a first-year coach, it don't take no brains to stop putting your corners 10 yards back on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that's a terrible one. Like, yo, like this dude just does the most absurd things in 3rd and 2. I'm like, seriously, dog. Like, they got 2 yards to go. They could easily chuck that for like 5 yards underneath their corners who are probably 10 yards back. It's easy pitch and catch. I'm even saying this stuff on 1st and 10. I'm even complaining about this stuff on 1st and 10. That's how mad I get. If you ever see me up and close watching a game, and you probably won't unless I'm live stream, which is probably never, because I'm just too much in the moment when I look at games to go live. I might do one for the Dallas Eagles game, the final week of the season, because, you know, I don't want to go to no Eagles bar, you know, with that shit on, that Dallas shirt on, you know, because I lost a freaking bet. Anyways, let's see. So we went through New Orleans, Carolina, Minnesota, San Fran. Let's go through Atlanta. Slitta, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty, I'm telling you. I am telling you. I'm not. Slitta, you're fucked. You're fucked. Your team is fucked. Okay, so they get the first game of the week versus Master at Work and the New England Patriots. Thursday night football. They get this game Thursday night. They kick off the week at home versus the Patriots. And you know I am going to pick an L for you. In fact, Slitta has announced that he is 0% confident in the game versus the Patriots. 0% confident. Next week, however, I might as well say the Jags are going to lose out. They got the Jags next week. I'm sorry, Jagganoff. Your team stinks. Your team stinks. I don't care if you get offended. I love you, bro, but your team stinks. That is the next game in 2 weeks after they get off their short week versus the Patriots. So I have them for a loss versus the Pats and a win versus the Jags. If they don't beat the Jags, man, he's never going to hear the end of it. Okay, Falcons versus Bucks. Falcons are going to be at home for this one for their first. Actually, they did play the Buccaneers back in week 2, and they lost that one because their defense was pitiful. I keep telling Slitta in live streams, like, he keeps complaining, but he said that this is probably the worst defense he's seen in the 40 years he's been watching the Falcons. I said, have you seen Jonathan Gannon? Have you been paying attention to Jonathan Gannon and everything he's doing this year? Yeah, you know. But I have the Falcons losing this one as well. It's not going to be pretty. This stretch is not going to be pretty. Look at the Falcons' schedule, man. Oh, they get the Falcons. So that's loss, win, loss. Lose against the Patriots, win against the Jags, lose against the Bucks. Okay, so they get a rematch the very next week. These are all 1 o'clock games except for that 49ers game, which is West Coast, which is the next one we're about to talk about after this one. The Panthers. I have the Falcons with a surprising upset. They are going to split with the Panthers on the road. Both teams are going to get road wins against each other. How interesting is that? Let's see. What's going on, Simus? Where you hiding, bald man? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the hideout, man. Welcome to the hideout. Okay. So the 49ers, they get that the very next week. That's going to be a West Coast game. That's going to be 4:05. I still got the 49ers winning that game. That's the Shanahan Bowl. Falcons, Lions. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys a win. No time wasted there. They still have the Bills. That's the thing. Most of these NFC South teams have the Bills left. They still have the Bills left. That's one of the main reasons why I think we can make the playoffs. These are some tough teams that the NFC South is playing. I don't see anybody going to the playoffs out of the NFC South other than the freaking Bucks. I really think the Panthers and the Saints and Falcons are going to fold. They're all in the mix for the playoffs, but I really think those 3 teams are going to fold. They get the Bills. They're losing that shit. And then they close the season with the Saints at home. Did I pick the Falcons in that one? No, hell no, I didn't. Yeah, it's going to be a bumpy road for the NFC South, man. It's going to be a bumpy road. Yes, I really do think the Eagles are going to make the playoffs. I really do think. You know, I know you just joined the stream. Damn, I got to turn this phone off. Texting me doing the live stream. All right. What's good, Bird Gang 31? Where you hiding? So, to answer, you know, I know you guys just got in here. I'm steady talking about how tough the schedules are for each and every team who is in front of us. Looking at all these schedules, Minnesota, San Fran, New Orleans, Carolina, Atlanta. I have San Fran making it in. I have San Fran making it in. I have the Eagles making it in. There's no question about the Rams. I definitely think they're making it in. But I think those last two spots are going to belong to San Fran and Philly. I really do. As crazy as it sounds. You know, I know you're laughing. I know you're laughing, bald man. I know you're laughing, bald man. We can do this. We can do this. The growth in Jalen Hurts and his game and Nick Sirianni is just so beautiful right now. I know it's just one game. We won 2 of the last 3. Yes, it's an amazing thing to see. I love it. I love to see the growth. Now, if we could just see this out of Jonathan Gannon, I don't want to see dudes 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. I don't. I want you to actually challenge these receivers. That tough freaking press coverage that I'm so used to seeing in the early 2000s, in the days of freaking Bobby Taylor, freaking Troy Vincent. I miss those days. I miss where a dude would get up into a dude's grill like, hey, you ain't passing me. If you're going to pass me, you're going to have to outrun me and outskill me, bro. Like, there's no offense to these corners. I really think it's the scheme more than the players. We really need to buy into our players if you're Jonathan Gannon. I really need you to buy into the players more than the scheme. Because the scheme ain't really working. It ain't really cutting it. I really think we can go on a great playoff push. Let's see. Yes, here he comes. He can call me a clown all he wants to. Oh, man, I just know it. These Cowboys fans, oh my God, you just win one game and all of a sudden you're now ready to talk about the playoffs. I know it. I know your soul, Simus. I know your soul. Bald man. I know your soul. He's ready to laugh. He's been laughing at us all season. Now we're starting to make a turn. I really think this is the time to make that turn. Yes, I really do. Gang says 11-6 or 7 or 10-7. That's kind of the ballpark that I'm thinking as well. I'm thinking that as well. Will the Cowboys do something in the playoffs? Who knows? I really don't think they will. I think they're going to be a 2nd seed, maybe a 3rd seed. They might squeak past the 1st round. I don't see them getting past the 2nd. I don't see that. I still don't see it. Like, I know he's going to call me Stephen A. Smith, but They're an accident waiting to happen. And we're going to keep saying this until they make a change. They're not going to make no change. They're all like, I swear to God, like I made a Drake reference on Gang 31's live chat yesterday. Shout out to him. I made a Drake reference. You know, if y'all ever heard the song Seeing Green, the Dallas Cowboys are like hoes in the morning. Or if you're the Dallas Cowboys in the beginning of the season, they're like hoes in the morning, like a slice of pizza. And then when the playoffs hits, we hit them with that nice to meet you. That's what Dallas is. Y'all some fucking clowns. I ain't afraid to say it. So y'all are doing great now. I want you to keep that same energy in the playoffs. And last but not least, we still got to talk about the Eagles. We already went over New Orleans, Carolina. I don't really care about the Rams or anybody above the Rams. So we went over the Saints, Carolina, Minnesota, the 49ers, Atlanta. We have to go over our own schedule. It's time to talk about the Eagles, baby. All right, so let's pull this up. Who do the Eagles have remaining? I have to keep reminding myself of the schedule. All right, so we have the Saints at home. That's a dub. We got the Giants on the road. That's a dub. We can I hate to sound biased, but we can seriously win out. We can seriously win out. Yo, this schedule is so sweet. We don't have a single competent quarterback left, except for probably maybe Heineken. Heineken from Washington. Heineken. We still got him twice. It's taken us freaking 15 weeks to freaking face Washington. We can do this. Eagles fans, we can do this. We really can do this. The division is handed to you. You better get past the division round. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I wish we I wish we could play your fucking team, full staff, man. Like, I swear to God, man. Jalen Hurts is coming along, man. I swear to God, man. As far as catching the Cowboys, I mean, there's a chance. There's a chance. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to act a fool and say, we can catch Dallas or anything. Oh, maybe we could catch Dallas. Maybe we could catch Dallas. But right now, I'm thinking about wild card. I'm thinking about wild card, the most logical way to get into the playoffs at this point. I really think we can end up 10-7, 11-6. The only upset I could possibly see is a slip up, a little hiccup at home versus Washington. That's the only hiccup. I don't see us losing to no freaking Danny Food Stamps Jones. Nah, I don't see that. He's not good enough. His defense may be good at times when they decide to show up. But I do maybe see a hiccup probably with Washington. Probably with Washington at home. We're going to be nervous. We're going to be trying our best to make the playoffs. The nerves are probably going to get to us. It's probably going to be a settle down, humble pie game for us. But the rest of that schedule, you can't tell me Dak's starting that game. You can't tell me Dak's starting that game. It's going to be Cooper Rush. It's going to be Cooper Rush. But, okay, we're probably over an hour here, so we might as well end it, man. It's been a fun stream. Make sure y'all share this out, man. Wow. It's been fun going over these schedules. Everybody has left. It's been really fun. It's been really fun. I should do this more often during the day, But, I work heavy, so, Man, dude coming out here looking sharp. Hey, yo, dude got the blaze on. I'm surprised nobody brought up the blaze. Somebody's at the door. All right. Peace, y'all. Somebody's going to be fixing my electricity.